to HBO Boxing Classics. I'm your host, Russ Amber. In today's episode, we'll take a look back at the rivalry that emerged between boxing's fiercest warrior and certainly TV's favorite fighter, Arturo Gatti, and unheralded and perhaps underestimated Ivan Robinson. Robinson is a pure boxer, skilled and as sound as they come. An extensive amateur background and a groomed pro career have made him a formidable contender. In Arturo Gatti, fans from all over the world have come to expect nothing but sheer excitement every time Arturo stepped into the ring, and this time proved to be no different.
We're ready for 10-round action. Arturo Thunder Gatti and Ivan Robinson, in what should be an exciting lightweight contest. We're at the Atlantic City Convention Center. Very storied area of boxing. I'm Dave Bontempo. Glad you're joining us. And this an excellent battle. The return of Gatti. As first we'll see Ivan Robinson coming in here. Robinson 25-2, 10 knockouts. And comes in here as about a 4-1 underdog. Losses to Philip Holliday and then Israel Cardona in back-to-back fights. Comes in after that with victories over Desi Ford and Manuel De Leon. Robinson was going to fight Shane Mosley a couple months ago, then sustained an injury and found himself with Arturo Gatti instead. Robinson based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He has been boxing since 1992. Gold medalist at the Canada Cup while an amateur, a silver medal at the 1990 Goodwill Games, and a member of the U.S. national team from 1989 to 1992. And he was lost in the Olympic trials. Now, his opponent is making his way in now. Arturo Gatti, just about the most exciting fighter in the sport today. Just go back over his 2 wins over Tracy Harris Patterson, an intense 1996 battle over Wilson Rodriguez, his excellent fight against Gabriel Ruelas right here in 1997, in which he sustained 17 unanswered punches, was on the verge of getting beat, and then came back for the victory. Gatti 29-2, 24 knockouts. And let's see how they shape up on the tail of the tape. Gatti 26, Robinson 27. Robinson a little bit taller. They're just slightly above the lightweight limit. And Robinson with the reach by 2 inches. Robinson will be expected to use that reach and try to box against Gatti, who is an exciting slugger. If you never have had the pleasure of watching Gatti fight, you are in for a treat with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the ballroom of the Atlantic City Boardwalk Convention Center, main events in association with Bally's Park Place Casino Resort and Budweiser, the undisputed, undefeated king of beers, This Bud's For You presents the HBO Boxing After Dark main event of the evening, 10 rounds, lightweights. Ring officials assigned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board. Your judges at ringside are, from Ardsley, New York, Malvina Lathan, from Landing, New Jersey, Ed Leahy, and from Cedar Grove, New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Your referee for this event, from Newark, New Jersey, Earl Morton. Introducing now the principals first. In the red corner to my right, wearing the blue trunks with the gold trim, he weighs in at 135 3/4 pounds with a professional record of 25 victories, 2 defeats, and 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, introducing mighty Ivan Robinson. His opponent, In the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, weighing 136 pounds, with a professional record of 29 victories, 2 defeats, 24 wins coming by way of knockout. He boxes out of Jersey City, New Jersey, ranked number 7 in the world by the Budweiser ratings of Fight Game magazine, former IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Arturo Thunder Gatti. Gatti, 10 rounds, lightweights.
I've received the same instructions. I expect you to obey my command. I want a good, clean break and protect yourself at all times. Keep your punches up, touch gloves, and good luck, fellas.
Go on now, Martin.
And we're ready to go. Ivan Robinson and Arturo Gatti. Gatti's first fight since the loss to Angel Man Freddy, or a nasty cut in the first round, hampered him throughout. And Ivan Robinson, a good boxer, will need to box here. Gatti, for the last 3 years, always mentioned in Fight of the Year conversation. He's won the award in those. Robinson starts off with the jab. And a good right hand by Robinson. Good hook by Gatti. Two nice jabs by Ivan Robinson. Gatti with his jab. Gatti known for an excellent hook, and he goes to the body very well. Two nice jabs by Ivan Robinson. Gatti missing with a bomb with the right hand. Robinson with 2 nice punches. And a hook by Robinson, and another hook. Ivan Robinson starting quickly in the first minute against Arturo Gatti. Gatti nicknamed the human highlight reel because of all the exciting fights he makes, all the punches he takes. And Robinson certainly scoring with a good majority of his in the early going. Ivan Robinson setting the stage with the jab. He missed with the hook. Gatti with enormous power. Robinson says no, that left hook did not score, and lands 7 punches of his own. Must be something about Gatti that brings out the excitement in everybody. Robinson is known as a boxer, and yet he's opened up with a very exciting pace here. Now Gatti settles in, and a big hook by Gatti. That got Robinson's attention, and Robinson is right back. Good start to this one. The game plan for Robinson was to box and try to not make this be so exciting, but Robinson voluntarily has turned this into a war. Robinson with an uppercut. Gatti stalking, the hook by Gatti. He did not get all of it. There's an excellent hook to the body by Gatti. The uppercut, big hook by Gatti, and Robinson took those. Gatti coming back. Robinson lands a few. What an excellent start between Gatti and Robinson. And the bell will get in the way. And they retreat to their corners. What a beautiful first round.
But you got to go in behind the jab, okay? You got to go in behind the jab.
Robinson at the end of round 1. Opened up with the uppercut. Gatti blocked some, but some got through. And Robinson with as much fury as we've seen in recent bouts. Second round action scheduled for 10. Ivan Robinson in the blue trunks. Arturo Gatti in the black. We're at the Atlantic City Convention Center. This is Dave Bontempo reporting ringside. And the fans chanting for Gatti. Robinson from Philadelphia, 60 miles away. Gatti, based in Jersey City, New Jersey, just a couple hours north. So an excellent draw here in Atlantic City. And the hook by Gatti. Gatti said that Robinson reminded him of Calvin Grove, who had come up from the featherweight ranks to fight Gatti. And although Grove landed numerous flush right hands, he could not hurt Gatti. Robinson landed his share of good right hands in the first round. Gatti has walked through them. Gatti trying to get his hook started. Gatti digging the body. Now the hook. Gatti in his perennial stalking mode. A hook to the body by Gatti. He never gets cheated with anything. Robinson flirting with the idea of going southpaw. Then thought better of it. And Gatti digs the body. Again with the right hand, and Robinson counters. More infighting in round 2 from Ivan Robinson. Gatti pushes him off. Robinson lunging. Now he's a little bit wild. Gatti lands a couple. Robinson comes back. Robinson landing flush shots here. Big shots by Robinson. An uppercut. Gatti walks through them. A chin like a stone wall. Well, he needs every bit of it. Robinson slapping with his punches. Well, to take a look at the left eye of Gatti, that is where Robinson has landed many shots. We'll see if that swells up as we go.
You're making it easy for him because you stand in front of him. Use the jab, keep moving, make the round easy. Make it easy. Come on, pop the jab, step around, step around. You got to keep going around this way or that way. Keep stepping around.
Make him look at you. Take your time. Don't try to kill this guy. Get in your rhythm, okay? Get in your rhythm. You want to take this guy into a few rounds, okay? And you got to think defense, okay? Hands up. You're doing a great job keeping your hand, but don't be afraid to fall away from that right hand, okay? You okay?
You're following the guy. Cut the...
Gatti with the hook here in the second. Comes around, squares himself up, almost firing a right hook, and then the big left hook at the end to punctuate the exchange. Robinson slapping, but then an excellent uppercut.
Stay there, Gatti.
Robinson landing with the second part of his combination. We start round 3. Excellent battle between Arturo Gatti and Ivan Robinson. Gatti in the black trunks, Robinson in the blue, and both might feel black and blue by the time this is over. If you wanted to cultivate fight fans anywhere for exciting fights, show them Arturo Gatti. And then usually whoever he's in with will rise to the occasion and make it exciting with him. Gatti trying to make the most of his status. For the Manfredi fight, he was able to top 7 figures for the first time. aware that fighters who are very exciting do not have the longest careers. Gatti goes to work with the hook. It ties up Robinson.
There we go. Let's do it.
Good jab by Robinson. Robinson has the look of confidence, even as he takes a hook. And Earl Morton cautioning Gatti to get his punches up.
Come on.
Gatti working inside. Robinson with the hooks, although they don't have the same vicious quality of the earlier ones. Left hook by Gatti. Well, nothing cheap about any of these punches, as Robinson squaring up so he can get more punches in. And lands some flush shots on Gatti, who continues to come forward. Gatti digging to the body. Robinson firing back in kind. Gatti cut under the eye. Not as serious as the swelling around it would be. Gatti loads it up, gets in tight. Gatti lunging, firing wildly. Robinson with some good uppercuts. Ivan Robinson with some hooks doing the damage. Ivan Robinson putting on a show here at the end of round 3 against Arturo Gatti. An excellent round 3 for Ivan Robinson.
Walk out of there, walk out. All right, break. Step out, step out. Okay. A little late there, John. Okay. Yeah, ladies. I tell you guys stay in the corner.
Start the 4th round. You take a quick look at the eye, the left eye of Arturo Gatti. And in the blue trunks, Ivan Robinson. Robinson scoring with jabs and peppering Gatti. Gatti is always a power threat. Robinson lectured between rounds not to stay in front of Gatti. But what he has done when he's gotten in front, he's been able to square up and fire shots from both sides. So Gatti again wearing the look of a warrior. The blood under the left eye, swelling around it. And the question will emerge here, how much did Angel Man Freddy take out of Gatti? Because Ivan Robinson is getting a clear shot at Gatti. So did Ruelas. So did Wilson Rodriguez. How many wars can one fighter take? As Robinson goes southpaw, then goes back to right-handed. Gatti stalking Robinson. Fires the right hand underneath. Gatti is exciting in the respect that he can win a fight any place, any round, in whatever situation he's in. And Robinson trying to outbox him here. Every time Robinson's gone southpaw, he's opened himself up for a right hand lead. Gatti lunging there. Robinson stuck out his chin instead of doing what you saw on the replay from the last round, which was to make him pay. Gatti digs the body with the right hand. Down is Robinson from the right hand to the head. Robinson shaking his head, but it landed to the temple area.
7, 8.
He says no. Referee says yes. So let's see how that pumps up Gatti. A right hand by Gatti. Crowd on his feet. Robinson comes right back at Gatti. Robinson fires a right hand. Gatti with a hook. Gatti seems to be saying, my chin is better than yours, as we come to the end of the round. Crowd loving it.
Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Goddamn, hold up. Everything's okay. Everything's all right. Put it in there. Put it in there. Now listen to me, goddamn. Listen to me. Listen. You see how good you did when you took your time? Then at the end you tried to kill him, didn't you? Why do you do that? Take your time, okay? It's gonna come. Okay? You listen to me. You hear what I'm saying? Open up. Be patient.
Go down the middle. Bang, bang. 1, 2. He swallowed up.
Win the fight with a jab and a right hand uppercut.
Watch the right hand of Gatti on its downward arc, catching Robinson for the knockdown. Looks like Robinson slipped as well.
Gotti, stay there, baby.
Robinson slipped right after he was getting hit with the grazing blow to the head. So the knockdown is ruled. If you just touch your opponent even slightly as he gets tangled in his own feet and goes down, you get credit for a knockdown. And that's what happens with Gatti in round 4. So we start the 5th. Gotti scoring to the body again. Told between rounds by his corner that he was hurrying this, not being patient. Just doesn't seem that patience would be part of this guy's reputation.
The hook over here got to come up.
It would make him more effective. As Gatti comes in, lands 2 left hooks. Robinson with an uppercut and a nice 2-punch combination. Gatti lunging, not jabbing his way in, and thus is a bigger target for the counter.
What we got here? Break. Step out. I'm here. Let's step out.
Gatti with a hook. Jab here by Robinson. Gatti closing ground. And showing a little bit of the jab here in this round. Then leading into an uppercut, then a hook. Right hand to the body, left hand went a little low for Gatti. Gatti blocks the hook, then takes the right hand.
Let his hand up. Let his hand up. Okay, come on. Come on.
Robinson
All right, break. Let's step out.
fighting in close rather than jabbing. He figures he can do more damage in here. As he turns, gets away some quick combinations. Squares up. When Robinson squares up, he's neither a righty or a lefty at that point. He'll sacrifice some power for speed.
Now watch his head. Okay, stop it. Watch your head when you go in there, okay? Let's go. Let's go.
Robinson landing enough shots here. Powerful or no, he's getting in on Gatti
Watch that head in there.
in the final portion of the round. So Gotti stalking, takes a jab, unloads a hook. Robinson goes southpaw. Gotti with some arm punching here as we come to the end of the 5th round. We're halfway through in a barn burner.
So, as the pundits expected, a war is emerging between these two gladiators. Gatti and Robinson staying relatively even after 5. Both have given and both have taken some very heavy shots. Although Gatti was credited with a knockdown in round 4, it was evident that Robinson wasn't hurt and remained composed for the rest of the round. The home stretch looks like it'll be the difference, so sit tight. We'll have the conclusion of the fight right after the break, right here on HBO's Boxing Classics.
Seconds out.
We start round 6. Arturo Gatti and Ivan Robinson from the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I'm Dave Bontempo. Glad you're joining us as it's some maintenance done on the ropes. And we are set now.
Let's box.
Second half of the fight underway, and Johnny couldn't wait to get to Robinson after they touched the gloves. Robinson doing some good pesky work on the inside after slipping Gotti's big punches. From Gotti's perspective, he has landed a good number of big shots. Hooks to the body, hooks to the head, and he scored a knockdown in round 4 with a grazing right hand that caught Robinson as Robinson was tangled. Robinson complaining of a low blow, Gatti with a hook.
Right on the bell.
Gatti opening up the hook, and Robinson hooks. Robinson trying to jab, keep Gatti off. But his temptation is to go inside.
Hey, okay, come on,
He's had some success there.
Come on, fellas.
And even though on paper, that's not where Robinson wanted to be, he's proven to be pretty quick on the inside. But you would like to be able to move on Gatti. Show him angles. Make him come to you.
All right, stop punching. I got you. Let him out.
So we're seeing a little bit more of the technical aspect here in round 6, as opposed to the explosive nature of some earlier rounds. Both fighters boxing, they're both using their jab, and perhaps pacing themselves for their run down the stretch. Big hook by Robinson. He opens up a couple of hooks. Gatti just takes it and holds on.
Let him out,
Gatti figured Robinson would not have the power to hurt him. Robinson has changed the course of this round in a hurry. Robinson with some tremendous shots here on Gatti. These are flush bombs, and now Robinson gets rocked. Here comes Gatti. Does Gatti have enough time? Big right hand, and Robinson in deep trouble. Referee taking a look. Fans are screaming as Gatti tries to finish Robinson here. A quiet first half of the round, an explosive finish. What excitement from Gatti and Robinson. Fans give that one a standing ovation.
Be busy. You gotta be moving quick.
Oh, don't worry about trying to knock this guy out. Don't worry about trying to knock him out.
Quick and smart. Come on, baby.
Dad's right hand uppercut, man. All right? Don't worry about knocking him out. Keep punching and moving. Punching and moving.
Fake this
You
guy.
stand there to try to knock the
Fake
guy
this
out.
guy.
You can't do this.
Fake this guy. Come on, give me some.
Hey, don't stand up there straight when you... All right, let it go. Let it go. Hey.
Here's Robinson going to work with a nice hook. Then a hook from the squared up stance. Gatti tied him up there. Then Gatti scores with the right. So a quiet first half of the 6th, an explosive second half. And we know in the 7th round here with Robinson trying to vary his fight plan against Gatti here, who just ran out of time in round 6. We're at the Convention Center in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I'm Dave Bontempo. Ivan Robinson landing flush shots here on Arturo Gatti. Gatti already with one knockdown to his credit. Keeps coming on. Gatti with the hook. Robinson counters. Robinson with some uppercuts. Robinson is not a knockout artist. but he's trying to fight like one. He's 25-2 with 10 knockouts. But because of the way Gatti is set up defensively, Robinson is gambling here. Gatti is only too happy to have Robinson fight that way. What may surprise him is how well Robinson has done with a few of his punches. Robinson with uppercuts. Gatti holding on. Gatti expected to get hit with some flush shots by Robinson. What might be surprising to his people is that he's been tying up Ivan Robinson after he gets hit. Robinson is not a heavy puncher. But you give a guy enough chances, even somebody not known to be a knockout artist will have a chance for a knockout. So here is Gatti now coming on, final minute of round 7. They push, they tie up, and Gatti gets another warning. Referee Morton trying not to dominate the fight, but maintain discipline. Gatti comes on, and he went low there by mistake, as he was off balance. Good hook by Robinson. Oh, we come to the end of the round 7. Nobody was seriously rocked. Nobody hurt in round 7. Kind of a shame, isn't it? These guys have gone back and forth, and they've got 3 more rounds to go.
On the bell, fellas. Time, okay. Good, good, good. Oh, no. You gotta wipe some of that off.
And exhausted Arturo Gatti walks out for the beginning of round 8 against Ivan Robinson. Gatti being told between rounds, come in behind your jab. Don't go in empty. And he certainly has come in empty and paid the price against Ivan Robinson. Robinson staying in there with Gatti. And now the battle of jabs. What will Gatti go to off the jab? He's got an excellent hook.
I break. Come on, we don't work out of that. Let's go.
He has scored a knockdown with a right hand in this fight.
Watch behind the break. Okay, let's keep it clean. Watch them heads.
Punches seem to be coming more slowly now as these weary battlers go 1 minute into round 8. They did set a quick pace early. And Robinson in an excellent position from the standpoint that he's close enough. You would figure that points could get him this. He just can win the rounds. He doesn't have to knock Gatti out.
Lift him up, let him up. Come on. Back up. Okay? Let's go.
Yet Robinson hasn't done as much boxing as we've seen in other fights. He's preferred to be on the inside, slugging, squaring up, trying to get more punches off. He takes a hook, lands a right hand, then takes another hook. Good right hand by Gatti, and a good one back by Robinson, but it just did not have as much on it. Now Robinson jabbing, that's what he needs. Good tactical adjustments by both fighters over the course of this one. As now Robinson starting to use the ring. Gatti trying to run him down, scores with a right hand. Another good right hand by Gatti.
Stop punching, walk him out.
Gatti takes a jab. Robinson gambles with a right hand that came up short, but he did get out of the way.
we hold. Okay, walk it out, walk it out.
So Robinson able to turn this into a little bit more boxing in round 8 up until now. We've got 2 rounds to go. Gatti and Robinson.
Look at that, we got it there. Let's go. Let's walk it out.
You can do that all day, okay? And you let him get hit with nothing, okay? Well, you got good defense. Way to fall. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, okay. That's a good jab. Okay, now take your time. We got 2 more rounds, okay? 2 more rounds. Yeah, okay.
You all right?
You okay? No water. Okay. Hey.
You okay?
Give me.
Come on.
Soft spot. Come on. Ivan, this fucking fight too close for you to let it go.
Okay.
This bum can't beat you. If you get busy and get the moving and get your angles and shit, you understand?
All right, second up.
Gatti teeing off here. Good right hand. Robinson comes back, but Gatti has the bigger firepower. Robinson got his in. It just did not have the same effect. 2 rounds to go. Gatti and Robinson. Arturo Gatti in the black trunks opens up with the uppercut in round 9. Fight coming to you from the
All right, stop punching. Got you. Let him out. Let him out.
Atlantic City Convention Center. I'm Dave Bontempo. Ringside action here as Gatti jabbing, trying to get the right hand in behind it. He's got an excellent hook as well. There's an example of it. Ivan Robinson scores with 3 punches there, but doesn't have the same impact as Gatti. Yet because Gatti is defensively vulnerable, Robinson has been willing to gamble. And that is what has brought this fight to its best moments.
Come on, no time up. All right, stop
Both
punching,
fighters
stop
looking
punching.
for
Let him out.
positioning
Walk it
here
out, walk it out.
and stealing a couple seconds of rest. Big hook by Gatti. The uppercut underneath. Gatti does not jab his way in here.
Come on, we're holding. All right, stop punching.
Robinson too tired to take advantage in that sequence. And after the break, it's Gatti going after Robinson. And there's a headbutt, shoulder butt,
Let him out. Let him out.
as both fighters are weary.
Okay, stop. Let his head out. Come on, got it. Walk it out. Walk it out.
This one now winding its way down to conditioning as the factor. Robinson lands with a nice hook. Robinson again with some good work. Flush shots on Gatti. Gatti rocked a little bit here, and he's tired. He could be in some trouble. His hands are all the way down by his side. How bizarre for Arturo Gatti. Cannot put his hands up. And you're just inviting the referee to stop it when you do that. Robinson is not a big puncher, but with Gotti's hands down, he certainly tried to take advantage. Now Gatti rushing at Robinson, and very undisciplined round here by Gatti. Can he use that to his advantage and score with a tremendous shot?
Stop punching. Stop punching. Stop punching. Let him out.
Fans are chanting, but this has been a good round, especially the last minute for Ivan Robinson. And we've got 1 round to go.
Last round, baby. Speed bump. Take this fight away from me. You're okay, baby. You're okay. Come on. You know what we got here now, don't you? You know what we got here? Baby.
You understand? Don't be trying to knock that guy out. Don't worry about trying to knock him out. Win the fight Win the fight. You need this round. Okay. How many times I told you this? Too many. All right, then. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
Take this guy and you gotta come down. You gotta come down. Now you're Gotti. There's a minute left.
There's Gatti coming in. Robinson with the shot to the temple, and here is Robinson with some excellent work in that last round. As he leans back, lands some tremendous shots there on Arturo Gatti. Final round action. Robinson and Gatti with the good sportsmanship. They know they've waged a crowd-pleasing battle. And although Gatti may have heavier punches and a knockdown, Robinson has been able to land with more flurries. So the judging of this will be interesting. Good right hand by Robinson. You'd have to suspect that this fight is on the line, up for grabs still in round 10. Because of the power of Gatti for a knockdown. And Robinson's boxing ability. Might be a close fight either way. Gatti stalking here.
We got break, okay? Step back, step back, step back.
It would be interesting to see the post-fight reaction to Gatti as he comes on here. Robinson fires back. Gatti has taken tremendous shots again and may look to be vulnerable. Robinson was a decided underdog, 4-1, and has come on here and is a major threat to win this fight. Robinson landing some good, solid shots. Gatti has shown flashes of his old self, but not to the same degree as some other fights. And he's very much in danger of getting out-hustled and out-slicked here by Robinson, who continues to land some shots. Now Robinson is hurt. So Gatti, this is his personality. He did it against Ruelas. Can he do it again? Robinson is staggering back. A hook by Gatti. Can Gatti get redemption? Can he take the judges out of it? Robinson on some shaky legs, and that's why these two figured to make a memorable bout. What an excellent display there by Gatti. He was being outboxed to that moment by Robinson. Robinson comes on. However you score this one at home, it should be interesting as Robinson stumbles again. A good finish, a standing ovation, and well-deserved. And this will boil down to did Arturo Gatti, did Gatti do enough in that 40 seconds of that round to outdo what Ivan Robinson had done previously? So Gatti, as he did with the likes of Wilson Rodriguez, Gabriel Ruelas, making his opponent elevate a couple notches. And here is the left hook, which shook Robinson after Robinson had been doing some excellent work. Landing to the temple area. Robinson is doing a tattoo job there and gets caught with the gigantic Gatti hook. Then Gatti came on. That changed everything. The question will be, is it enough? Gatti had the power. Robinson had the volume. Gatti has a knockdown. Robinson had flurries. Very, very intriguing fight to score. and one which certainly lived up to its billing. For Robinson, as far as quickness, one of the best fights we've seen from him, and he threw off the suggestions of his corner. He did not fight laterally, moving laterally as much as they wanted, but he found something on the inside, and he went with it. What he found was the ability to score quickly on Gatti, and he did not have to score heavily. The punches he scored with were certainly enough to register points. I had thought Robinson had a very slight edge, but we'll see how the judges call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision.
Not surprising.
Judge Ed Leahy scores it 96-93, Gatti. Judge Melvina Lathan scores it 98-93, Robinson. And Judge Steve Weisfeld scores it 96-94 to the winner by split decision, mighty Ivan Robinson.
Ivan Robinson, well-deserved victory. Out-hustling Arturo Gatti, surviving the end, and casting his role into the title picture. And Arturo Gatti took so much. So Ivan Robinson has been reborn. After an excellent battle. We'll hear from both shortly. Ivan Robinson countering, squaring up on the inside, and that eye I talked about with Gatti came up to bother him. Let's hear from the fighters now.
First thing you said to Gatti after the fight was
no rematch.
No rematch.
No rematch.
Why is it? Why is that?
No. We just kidding. We'll do it again with Gatti if he want to do it again. He's a true champion. I want to thank Main Event. I want to thank Team Robinson for putting up with me for 8 weeks. And Gatti, he's a hell of a champion, man.
Do you want a rematch?
Of course, whoever I fight, I want a rematch. It was a tough fight, and Ivan Robinson showed a lot, about good boxing skill, and yeah, definitely a rematch. Why not?
Ivan, you came out uncharacteristically, jumped on him right away, almost as if you were going after his eye. What was the point?
Like I told you earlier, Larry, yesterday, Gotti's a true champion. People intend to say that he cuts. I didn't want him to cut. I wanted him to fight me just like he fought me tonight, make it a good fight, let the audience and the people know that I'm a true lightweight.
But why did you jump him at the opening bell?
Because I know Gotti's a slow starter. I knew he comes on later in the late round. And, I know I'm not a big knockout puncher, so I had to build up the point.
Were you really shocked the way he came at you at the beginning, thinking that he was going to box you?
Not really, he just tried to, to intimidate me, but I knew he would go in the boxing style. And, I tried my best to come on, but I came on too late in the fight. And he's a good survivor, I heard him a couple times.
How badly were you hurt in the last minute of the round?
I tell everybody back at home, and I also tell a fan, I'm a warrior. I don't take nothing away from no fighter. Gatti hurt me plenty times in the fight, but like he said, I survived.
But what about in those last 45 seconds when he hit you that punch high in the head and you reeled into the ropes?
I was hurt, but I knew he was going to come on, but I got a great enough defense to weather the storm, and I came back.
Did you think you had him? Did you think that last round was going to pull the fight out for you?
I thought so. I won the last round hard, and I thought I pulled the fight off, but I didn't. But he pulled, like I said, he did a good fight, and he survived those big shots.
All right, you winked at him when the fight started. You guys seemed to go to war after loving each other. How was that?
Well, you know, Gatti, like I said before, I trained with him on many occasions. He's a true warrior, and he's a fun guy to be with outside the ring. So, you know, I respect him a lot. Thank you.
You know, we had a good time in the ring. It's part of the sport. You know, we're fighters, and it's just part of boxing.
Thank you very much. Once again, both of you.
Arturo never faltered from his warrior-like game plan, and Robinson used all the tools he possessed to try and offset the advances of the ever-pressing Gatti. Although both traded bombs on relatively even terms, in the end, the overall basic boxing would prevail for Ivan Robinson via close split decision. Inevitably, this would lead to the eventual rematch between these two warriors. In fact, less than 3 months later, Robinson and Gatti would face each other again, much to the delight of HBO and fight fans the world over. So let's go back now to December 12, 1998, as Robinson and Gatti prepare for war the second time around.